Sarah Louise here, keeping it real. Today's video is a little bit of a mixture, but it's mostly about being okay with not being okay. I'll explain what I mean by that. Um, Basically, sometimes when you are feeling low, or things are not going right, or you're feeling alone, you can reach out to external sources to try and make yourself feel better and make yourself feel wanted or loved or just to distract yourself. Um, and not only is this not good because you're not processing what you're going through, but it can be really quite damaging because the people or the situations that you reach out for externally can actually be causing you more damage. This is something I speak about from experience. I've gone through a bit of a wobbly patch where I felt alone or, that sort of thing. It's taken me the majority of my lifetime to even build up just a small bit of self worth and self love. And it's amazed me how quickly and quite easily that can be taken away from you if you let it. And the way that can is like if you're really not feeling good and you go and try and find a way externally to make that feel better, it only masks it momentarily, and whatever thing external that you cling on to actually causes you more pain and more damage, and then you've got loads more to deal with. Um, and it's really not it's not a nice feeling. So I'm offering to you to, instead of going out and trying to find ways why to make you happy, or people for their validation to make you happy, is to find it within yourself. Go back to your meditation practices. um, Stand in front of the mirror naked and look at yourself and tell yourself you love yourself. Um, this Literally pamper yourself, have a bath, buy yourself some flowers, take yourself off to dinner. Just do things, and don't look at it, um, you know, from people outside, and deal with the problems that originally that are making you feel low. And just let yourself be okay with not being okay. If you wake up in the morning and you're really miserable, and you just, instead of thinking, oh, I really need to snap out of this, I really need to, I just need to get on with the day, I need to be happy. Don't embrace it. If you're feeling sad, have a good cry. If you're feeling angry, have a good shout. If you want to stay in bed for the day, right? I know it's difficult with work commitments and stuff like that, but you pamper yourself, look after yourself, love yourself, because ultimately, if you're trying to gain that from somebody outside of you or something outside of you, you're going to end up getting hurt, because there are people like psychic vampires. There are people that prey on situations like that. When you're feeling low, they can see somebody that they can gain something from. They don't even realize it a lot of the time. Their energy is pretty shitty, and they see someone that has got a good energy but is actually really needing some help. And so, energetically wise, they'll draw from that person, and you're thinking, oh yeah, this is good, like, somebody wants me around or something like that. But when they've got their fill of that, they don't want to know you. So it's quite, it's really hard to avoid people like that, and situations like that when you're at a low point, because you and somebody comes along, or a situation happens that looks like, oh, that's going to make me feel better, and you grasp it because you want that, when in reality it's only fleeting happiness. um, and then you've got the consequences to deal with. So yeah, the main message I'm saying is, try and find techniques to love yourself. um, just and don't always try and be happy. I know I'm always promoting positivity and you know, gratitude and everything like that is a big thing for me. But that doesn't, you know, I don't want people to get that confused. That doesn't mean to say that I think that you should ignore when you're feeling upset, or you know, when you feel alone. Do you know what I mean? I feel extremely alone, and the majority of the time, you know, like physically. I know spiritually, on a soul level, there's a lot of people out there that I connect with, but physically I feel, you know, people like in my surroundings. I'm not, I'm a bit different, I suppose. And I do feel quite lonely, and that has been the challenge for me. And I know that happens to a lot of people, and you can quite easily slip into a rut. You know, I could quite easily go off and go clubbing or something, and do you know what I mean, get myself into some situations where it's been tempting, you know, but then I've got, you know, all that's doing is masking what I'm going through, you know, and I've had to really dig deep and realise that actually I shouldn't, you know, I shouldn't be trying to push away these feelings and these emotions, you know. I should be dealing with them. I should be caring about myself, you know, holding myself, loving myself, you know. So yeah, it was just more really a shout out to people that are struggling, because it is a lonely time at the moment for those of you that are waking up, especially those of you that have, you know, been on this journey for quite a while. It can be massively lonely. You know, I hear it all the time. Oh, I've got people online that I speak to, but nobody around understands me. They all think I'm strange and this, that, and the other. And I really relate to you. And I you know, and you can't, you know, the majority of people around you, they're like stuck in 3D ways, and it's all about gossip and duality, and I'm better than you, and it is very hard to be around people like that at the moment. Like, it's always been a bit difficult, but at the moment, with the way our vibrations are raising, it's really hard to try and gel with people like that. And you don't want to not, because you don't want to be on your own, but it's very, very difficult, and it can be very, very lonely. So I just want to say, don't give in and feel that you have to try and be like everybody else around you so that you're not alone. Don't do that, you know, because the repercussions that come from that it's not good, you know. It's not good. It's just going to make things worse, and you should never dampen down your light to fit in with other people, you know. You should let it shine regardless of what anybody says. And like I say, look at yourself in the mirror. Tell yourself how much you love you. Do, you know, look after you, you know. If you've got children, you know, my children have been such a blessing to me. They always are, but you know, this last bit of while, they've been such a blessing. And I've thrown myself into making everything about them, do you know what I mean, so that, you know, it just gives me something to occupy my mind that isn't going to take me down the wrong track. I know I'm doing my usual babbling, but I just, you know, I really did want to shout out to people and just say that it's okay to feel the way you're feeling, you know. Embrace it. Don't try and force yourself to be happy. Just let it, you know, ride it out. Go inwards, meditate, look after yourself, treat yourself, you know, and you will come out of it. You really will. It might feel like you're not, but you will come out of it. And don't go down that route of seeking validation from external sources, you know, and don't dampen your light. Just keep going. And like, if you take nothing else from this video, just take that you're not alone. Okay, there's loads of us out there going through this right now, and you're not alone. Okay, so love you. I love you. From my heart to yours. Bye bye.